Missing someone with all your missing someone.
It's been really good. It grew up nicely. It wasn't too drastic.
I was gonna work on getting rid of a lot of the dark more today.
Yeah, that's what I was
blend your
thinking.
roots a little bit, like bring up the highlights, blend the roots, and then we could tone it to whatever you want. If you want to do the rose gold, we can.
Okay.
So just try to just take out the brown and then do a rose gold if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this is a returning client. She originally found me to do some gray blending, and so this is technically her second session with me. This is kind of the fade out of her first session, and honestly I feel like it blended really well with her grays. It gave a much softer grow out. You could probably find her video back in my channel, but pretty much what she had before was kind of like an all over color, permanent color, all over, and it was just kind of like a brown tone. So today I want to focus on trying to get rid of more of the brown, like we said, that's kind of like in between, kind of like those pieces that I technically left out last time when she came in. And also at the same time I want to try and create like a softer blend for her. We did a very heavy placement last time, and essentially her goal is to just grow everything out. She wants to stop coloring her hair and just go completely natural. And so we're just kind of creating something that is going to give her a softer grow out, but still something that she can feel good in as well too. So I am doing my signature placement. I'm using the Danger Jones lightener, which has 9+ levels of lift and is absolutely perfect for any type of color correction, hair transformations, or anything blonding related like what we're doing today. And so I do a bowl of 5 volume and 20 volume to start off with, and then the rest of the head I just do 20 volume, and I generally will mix this 1 to 2 with the developer. So I'm going in and I did a detail hairline around the nape, and I'm just going to go directly straight into my slicing. And so I take a center part section, do my slices, and as I'm going through her hair right now, I'm trying to actively pick out pieces that have the dark running through the root to ends, because I want to try to get rid of a lot of that permanent color that she had previously. So I am trying to be very intentional with the pieces that I pick up and try and get rid of a lot of that old color, as you can see. So she parts to the side, so my center section is going to begin shifting according to wherever she parts her hair. So it's not going to be directly in the middle when I get to this top part. It is slightly off center, just making it so that it kind of matches where she parts her hair off to the side, because essentially where she parts her hair, I kind of want that to be my main focus, and that's the whole point of doing this mohawk section. So yes, if the client does part their hair off to the side, I do alter the position of this center section to match their parting. So one of the things that I'm also doing a little bit differently from this placement compared to the first is that I'm not doing a placement that is going to be too heavy. Like we said, she wants to grow it out, she wants something low maintenance, and so she might not come back another time. Like this might be her last session with me. We've discussed in the consultation that she could technically grow this out if she's happy with the way that it came out. So my intention today is to not weave her too heavy, because I don't want her to feel like she has a really harsh line of demarcation, because we are highlighting all the way to the root. So I am leaving my spacing between my slices a little bit further apart than I would on a first session, and it's because this is her second and we did most of that work in that first session. And so the second session today, we're just pretty much tweaking it and making sure that this is going to grow out really soft and seamless against her natural gray. And all the hairline foils for her, I pretty much weaved it because I do want something that is going to grow out really soft on her. I don't want anything to have any type of harsh line or anything like that. So we are doing weaves around the hairline and her money piece area. So another thing during the consultation is that she was actually not sure if she wanted to do a rose gold color or do the same like grayish tone that we did last time. And typically, like for most colors like these, they all kind of have to be lifted to the same level, which is a level 10 basically. And so I gave her time, and during her appointment of when I'm like foiling her is when we're kind of talking about the what tone she could possibly do, and I told her that she should probably just find a picture and then I could do my best to try and match it. But even though we are going to be toning, it's not going to be covering her white hair that's in between the highlights. So technically that toner will only be coloring the pieces that I'm highlighting right now, or the pieces that have been previously highlighted. So because we are doing a softer blend, she will start to see a little bit more of her natural gray at the root because she does have a lot of white, but it's going to still blend. And I was just thinking as far as more so of the fade and grow out of it, rather than doing a really heavy weave for her this appointment, because she was considering making this her last appointment. And again, I wanted something that was going to grow out really soft and seamless, and I just felt like if I did something that would over highlight her at the root would give her more of a harsher grow out considering how much gray she has. So I was thinking more so of the blend when I was thinking of the placement for this color, rather than covering all the grays and making that blend perfectly, because we're going to be doing a very soft pastel rose gold tone, and it honestly won't last very long. Like those pastel tones probably last maybe just a few washes before they kind of get into like a lighter like beigey tone or back to blonde. So I was more so focused on how this was going to fade out and what she was going to be living with, more so than what the color was going to look like fresh out of the salon. And of course the color is still going to look good, but you'll see in her after that the roots are a little bit more on the whiter side, and that's only because I wanted her to have a very soft and seamless grow out. And the pink that we chose technically doesn't fully blend with the gray, but she just wanted to try it out because she wanted something different and to try something fun for once. So here is what my client's hair looked like when her foils were pretty much ready to be rinsed out. We got her to a nice clean level 9 and 10 for the most part. And so after her foils were all pretty much done, I went ahead and we started to mix up her toner. So for her toner formulation, my go-to is pretty much a level 6, and I'll usually do like a level 6 ash, which has some blue in it to kind of blend the lines of the slices that we did. So we're going in doing a root shadow really quick, and when I do my root shadows, I probably drag it down about like a little less than an inch. I usually do half an inch to an inch, nothing more than that, unless the client specifies that they want a very rootier look. But that's kind of like my go-to as far as how long of a shadow root that I will do on most of my clients. And then for the lighter toner, we're going to be mixing up the rapid toners, and I chose to do the rapid toners because I just find that it tones very quickly, and I love the tone that it does give. It doesn't really fade out tannish. I find that rapid toners fade out more so blonde, and I love that because especially when you're working with grays and silvers in the future, it makes your life a whole lot easier because you don't have to remove it. So I did a mixture of the rose gold and violet rapid toners from Pulp Riot. And the rapid toners usually sit on for about like 10 minutes or so, but you could totally rinse it off earlier if you find that the tone is perfect.
Very cool. Wow. Fun. It's a very fun color.
Alrighty guys, so here is the finished look. We absolutely loved it, and she was just so happy to be able to try a fun color before possibly fully growing out her natural gray hair. But as this washes out, it is going to get lighter, and it can have the potential to get on the silvery side because it is still kind of like a smoky tone. She can maintain this color, or more so of a silver tone, with the Barcelona purple shampoo, but I feel like this is just going to fade out super soft and seamless against her natural gray, and she does have the option to just kind of fully grow this out. Alrighty guys, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and as always, I will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.